Bella? What are you doing? Stop licking your chops. This is the kind of help I get. I get dogs that are making noise all the time. Hey guys! So welcome back to Weekly Art Inspirations. If everything looks a little different, it is because I have finished moving, and so everything, we'll try and turn. My bed's been moved, a lot of everything that I have my bookshelf behind me, my new work desk, the really bright window. I love my window. I lived in a basement room with no window for 3 years, so to have a window, to have real natural light, it's really nice. I'm gonna see how these videos work, but we're gonna be having some new videos, some different things going on, so I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the support. Let's keep this channel growing. Let's keep getting some awesome art sprites all together, create incredible things, and just have a lot of fun. So today, for our weekly art inspiration, I was going through, while we moved, I found a lot of my mom and my grandmother's perfume. And I was sitting there one day and I was like, I wonder if you could paint with it. So of course, that is what today is all about. I will try and see if I can show. Sorry, my hand can't really, there we go. If you can see, maybe, sorry about that. Yeah, I have about, I think, 8 different kinds of perfume that we are going to try doing some kind of painting with. It's going to be really smelly. It's kind of going to be like the coffee edition, where it's going to stink up my room, but that's what we have to do. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys stay inspired. Oh, one other thing. First of all, we're almost to 50, so keep letting your friends know about Weekly Art Inspirations. Let's get even more followers by hitting the little bell notification and the subscribe button. And the wall that's behind me right here, I'm going to start putting up fan art. So pretty much fan art is if you create something because you got inspired by a video, I will be putting up here the 1 marker challenge. A friend of mine drew something after seeing the video, so that is going to go up on the wall right over here behind me. But if you guys would like to get featured or would like to see your art up on my wall behind me for each intro, just be sure to let me know on any social media. Tag me at @StarBriarArt, and yeah, so that's something fun we're going to be doing. But let's get into it. I will pretty much be using my normal paintbrushes. I have a crappy set of paintbrushes that I only use for doing like dirt, coffee, different things like that, so they smell, they're awful, but they work great because they're my crappy brushes. So I'll be using those and the perfume, and I will probably use a liner, a pen liner, just because I'm not going to be able to get it too dark. I don't really have super duper dark colored perfume. I just about dropped it. That would have been so bad. But yeah, so let's get right into it. Hey guys, so one thing I just realized that I didn't really get to mention is the different types of perfume I'm using. I have an Oscar de la Renta, Eau de la Toilette, which I would imagine means perfume. I have no idea, I don't speak French. This one does not have a name on it. It is a very dark perfume. It's also very old. I love the bottle. I'm thinking I'll probably incorporate it in the drawing. And then the other ones I have is, the rest of the ones that I have are Jessica McClung, I don't know how to say it. Someone out there correct me or tell me how to say it. But I have, this is the same as well. This one's called Jess. And I have a mini bottle as well as a big bottle of it. They actually have a spray tip, and so I might try and incorporate that somehow, of doing a spritz, and see what it comes out looking like. I honestly have not tested out if this stuff will actually even stain the paper. I'm assuming it will because it has such a dark, well, or semi-yellow color, so I'm thinking it should. We'll have to test it and see. I could go through this, and I'm wondering if once it dries it may disappear. So we'll just have to see what happens. I am going to start out by doing a design that I have in mind, and then we'll get on to trying to paint with perfume. So let's see how it goes. Hey guys, so you guys, just a little add in here. I don't usually say this, but I do use a lot of reference photos whenever I do art. And so this is the reference photo I'm going with for this piece. I wanted to do an older looking photograph. And a lot of times, if you're younger, probably don't do this without a parent's help or something. If I find a good reference website, I'll link it down below. At the moment, I don't really know one. But for references, I usually use Google, and what I'll do is I'll put in keywords to find something. So for this one, I wanted a look that was like an old showgirl, so I put an old showgirl 1900s, and I went through and I found which one that kind of looked like the idea I had in mind. I believe, this is just kind of a little side tangent, but I believe in using references, but I also like using my mind. I think pairing them together is really great. The reason I say that as well is because one of my favorite artists, the artist I look up to the most, is Tony DeTirlizzi, who did the Spiderwick Chronicles is what he's most known for, but The Search for Wondla is my favorite book. And I love his illustrations, and one of the things he says about when he does art is he uses references so he can get the main parts, the main idea of what you want to have done, and then he uses his imagination to create the rest of what he sees and what he wants. And so that's what I at least go for. That's what I like drawing like. So that's just a little side tangent. I don't know if you guys would want to see more art videos where I talk a little bit about process or different things. If you guys would be interested in that, please comment down below, and we'll maybe do some videos about different things I like using as reference, or kind of different things I like doing, or different things that I've learned over the years that I enjoy doing with watercolor, illustration, different things like that. So yeah, let me know down below, but we're gonna get started and use this girl as our reference. I really love doing this because when I started trying to do, you know, what I wanted to do, I went with the idea of like an old vintage perfume poster or commercial, you know, where they have Dior or White Diamond or, you know, any of those different ones. And I went with the Oscar de la Renta name because I just think it sounds nice, and so that's where I went with this one. And I really liked coming up, I use the, I believe it's the really cool little bottle. And it did a really cool yellowish color, and it dried to a very strange, opaque, almost gray, and it looked really fun and really cool, and so I really, really like how this turned out. I really like the shading you could get with Perfume is really cool. It stunk up my room though, so that's one thing to be wary of, you know. I want to start off by saying, first of all, I'm sorry for that sound outside. It's Monday, so they're doing lawn care. But guys, I'm so sorry. I've been doing illustrations every day for the past, I think it's been 3 weeks for my new book coming out at the end of the year that I'm doing the interior illustrations for. I just started illustrating this before I even got halfway, so I'm really sorry you guys missed this. It wasn't too exciting, but pretty much I'm just using, I don't even know what this is. It's a liquid espresso. I honestly don't think I've ever used this till right now, but it seems to work really well with the, whatever this is. Oh yeah, Perfume. That's smart, Anastasia, that one. But anyways, we'll get back to lining, guys. So going back in with this, I just really wanted to keep the lines very flowy, very much like an old-fashioned illustration. That's the kind that I like drawing, and so I went with that feel to it. I wanted to do as much of it as I could to have that feeling of really old, classy kind of look, and I don't know if I succeeded, but hopefully. Let me know in the comments below if you think I did. But yeah, that's what we did here. So, as I suspected, guys, it does fade a little over time. This is only about, I think, 10 minutes since I started painting this. It does fade, so the one that I can find that worked really well is this one. That I have no idea what it is. It doesn't have a mark of what it is. But I'm pretty sure it got darker because it's tinted by the paint that was on the inside of it. So it could be like deadly and hazardous. But besides that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I had so much fun. If you can find any perfume at even a thrift store or anywhere, it doesn't have to be expensive. Ask your grandma if she has any she's not using, your mom, anyone around you. Maybe your dad has some cologne. It would be, or family members. Be sure to just try different things. Try something new. I really loved. It literally was a lot like watercolor. It was a little bit more, I'm using, I can't remember what the type of paper is. Let's see here. I think it's, it's mixed media paper, so it can work for anything. I did have to put a old kind of crappy piece of cardboard that I had because it does, as you can see, because it's perfume, the different chemicals and things that are in it, it seeps through the paper, even if it's mixed media paper. Maybe if it was watercolor paper, it might not. But it did on this. It still did really well. It didn't really bubble that much at all, and I really loved doing this. It was so incredibly fun. If you guys try painting with perfume, please tag me in your pictures on Instagram, DeviantArt, Twitter. Those are my main 3 that I'm on. So be sure to let me know there, and I'd love to share and feature your work. If you want to, just be sure to tag me, and once I see it, I'll ask for your permission, but pretty much you will be featured in one of my next upcoming videos. And with that said, please make sure to subscribe, ring that little bell icon. Depending on where we're at, I'm hoping we'll have reached 50. If not, then we will be giving away the little, what is he called? A little creature, the little fox guy. We'll be giving him away to one of you lucky followers. And please make sure, my little art sprites, that you stay inspired, stay amazing. Remember that I love you guys. Just keep being amazing, and here's some more videos for you, and hope you have a great day. Bye guys!